Hey guys, it's ViLo Energy Healing. Welcome to my channel. This is going to be a general reading for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs for the month of December. Now, these messages may not resonate with every Taurus out there, so please just take what resonates with you and leave out the rest. Also, stay tuned for your bonus info that's going to be coming up after this. All right, Taurus, let's see what we got going on for you this month. You know, there's going to be a major change in your mindset, right? You're done arguing and you're done proving yourself, right? You're starting to realize how much of your energy you've been wasting just to keep other people comfortable. You know, you're not here to babysit grown adults' egos. You're just not entertaining the nonsense anymore. Okay, this month is all about staying out of the drama and keeping your sanity, okay, no matter who doesn't like it. You know, you don't care who's mad, confused, or uncomfortable anymore, okay? You're over the BS, period. I don't know, something feels off, okay? And you know it too. You just can't quite figure out what it is, okay? But your energy doesn't lie, okay? You've been trying to give someone or something the benefit of the doubt, hoping that maybe you're just overthinking, but you're not. Okay, you already know there's more going on than what people are saying, right? So stop second guessing yourself. Okay, you have to trust your instincts, even if you don't have the proof yet. You know, I always say this, if it feels shady, it probably is. Okay, you're not imagining it, all right? So just stop looking for honesty from people who can't even tell the truth. You know, you've been feeling unmotivated lately, okay? Like you just don't have it in you right now. Nothing's really exciting you and you're not even sure how to get that drive back, okay? Honestly, you've been running on empty for like way too long now. Okay, you need a real break before you even think about starting something new. You know, you keep saying you'll rest later, right? But later never even comes. And now you're basically running on fumes. Okay, your body's been giving you signs to slow down, but you keep ignoring them. Okay, you can't keep running yourself into the ground and expect good things to happen. Burnout shuts everything down. Okay, so just stop pushing yourself so hard and just take a deep breath. You know, it feels like you've been trying to move on from something, but part of you just keeps going right back to it. Okay, whether it's a person, a memory, or a mistake. Okay, it's been on your mind and it's been bothering you more than you'd like to admit. You keep saying that you're over it, okay, but clearly you're not. You know, you've been trying to move on without really dealing with it. You know, you're gonna have to just stop replaying the past like it's still happening. Okay, you can't move forward if you keep going backwards. Listen, you gotta just face what's still bothering you so you can actually get over it. Okay, healing isn't about pretending you're fine. It's about doing what you need to do to move on from it once and for all. You know, someone around you wasn't being fully honest, okay? But the truth finally came out and you were able to see exactly who and what you were dealing with. Whether it was secrets or mixed signals or emotional games, it was draining, okay? And it took a lot out of you. You finally saw things for what they were and you realized that you were right this whole time. Okay, you're not crazy. They just weren't real. Okay, you caught them in their lie and now you're done explaining yourself. Okay, you're keeping your peace and your distance and you're not giving them any more chances. You know, you're feeling let down by someone you thought would be there for you. Okay, your heart's tired of trying to fix things with people who don't even meet you halfway. Okay, this is your reminder to just stop giving so much to those who don't even give it back. If they really cared, you wouldn't have to beg for effort, okay? If they wanted to, they would have. You know, you've been giving your all to people who wouldn't even, like, do half of that for you. You gotta just stop choosing people with potential, okay? That's what it is. If they can't match you, it's time to just move on, right? You're not asking for too much. They're just giving too little. Now, at this point, you're not mad. You're just over it. You know, you're going to feel stuck and annoyed, like nothing's moving forward. But this slowdown is happening for a reason. Okay, you need a minute to breathe and just get yourself together before things pick back up again. Listen, don't confuse this break with failure. Okay, sometimes pausing is exactly what helps you move forward. You know, the universe is forcing you to just chill out because you keep trying to fix things that need to fall apart. Okay, this isn't a punishment, okay? It's a reality check. Think before you make the same mistake twice and screw it up again. You know how to stay grounded when everything feels unstable. Okay, learning to balance your energy, time, and emotions has been like a game changer. Okay, you're not dropping everything for anyone anymore. People are finally showing you who respects your boundaries and who just gets mad when they can't control you. Okay, that's why you stopped entertaining those people who only show up when it's convenient for them. You know, keeping your peace means keeping certain people out. Okay, their bullshit isn't your problem anymore, and neither is fixing anyone's mess but your own. You know, someone around you really does care. Okay, they just don't make a big deal about it. Okay, their energy kind of feels calm and genuine, which is exactly what you need right now. Okay, you've got one solid person in your corner, and that's rare. Okay, everyone else has been loud, messy, or draining, but this one feels different. Okay, they make you feel seen without having to explain yourself. You know, being soft doesn't mean being weak. It means you can finally feel safe again. You know, their energy gives you peace instead of problems. And it's a reminder that real connections don't drain you, they help you. You know, you've been overthinking everything and just beating yourself up over the past. You just want to stop overthinking and just get out of your own head. You know, you've been stressed out about things that you can't fix, and it's wearing you out. Okay, but now you're finally realizing that you've had enough. Okay, you're not losing sleep over people who don't care the way you do. You know, you're finally starting to let go of what's out of your control and just focus on what actually matters. Okay, you're done stressing and keeping it all bottled up. You're finally letting that shit go. You know, by the end of the month, you'll see exactly where things have been one-sided and why you're done giving more than you get. You know, you're realizing that you can't fix people who don't want to help themselves, and you're overdoing everything while getting nothing back. You know, when you walk away, you know, from what's been just sucking the life out of you, you'll feel lighter and clearer. Okay? You're ending this year knowing your worth, and you're refusing to deal with anyone who can't meet you halfway. All right, Taurus, that's what I have. Hey Taurus, it's ViLo Energy Healing. Welcome back to part 2 of your reading. This is going to be your bonus info for the month of December. All right, so I'm going to start off with some timing windows, and as always, I'm going to start from the beginning of the month and work my way towards the end of the month. Okay, so what do we got here? December 2nd to the 8th. Okay, so that's when like tension clears, the truth comes out, energy settles. Now we have here the 13th to the 19th. Okay, that's when things kind of slow down. Okay, you need to rest. You take a step back emotionally for clarity. Now the 23rd to the 31st. Okay, that's when like strong boundaries and peace comes back. Okay, and you basically know your worth. Let me just see here. Okay, now for zodiac signs that showed up in your reading. Okay, this could be someone you're dealing with. It doesn't have to be. Guys, don't get too fixated on the signs. You could be dealing with any sign. Okay, we have here Cancer, Pisces, Virgo, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Libra. Okay, so now for some symbols. Okay, these could be symbols that you might be seeing but possibly ignoring. I'm seeing 333. Okay, that just means that you're on the right track and you're supported. Okay, so just keep going. Also picking up on 666. That means that your emotions are off. Okay, so you have to just get back into balance. I'm also seeing 808. Okay, that talks about money or like a money or stability reset. Okay, so financials are going to start changing. let me see here. I'm also picking up on like water leaks or spills. Okay, that has to do with like emotional release or energy clearing. Also seeing like missed calls or like late replies. Okay, that's a sign that someone's energy doesn't match yours anymore. Some of you are having dreams of water or being chased. Okay, that's just fear of opening up emotionally or losing control. All right, I'm also picking up on like sudden wind or like an indoor breeze. Okay, that's just confirmation after letting go of someone or something. Wow, okay, so now I'm picking up like an unexpected reflections. Okay, that's just a reminder that your peace basically depends on how you speak to yourself. All right, now I'm going to jump into some initials. Okay, so I'm going to channel some initials. This could be your name, their name, first name, last name. Place it how you see fit. Okay, so what do we got here? We have A. We have B. C. D. E. J. L. M. S. and T. All right, guys, that's what I have for you today. If you're enjoying the bonus info, you want me to continue this way, just hit the like button or leave me a quick comment to let me know. All right, thanks for watching, and until next time, sending you love and light.